Hey everyone, welcome to Stone Post Fishing Crafts Edition. We will be doing some duck Christmas ornaments.
Where are we at?
Oh, we're at Dollar Tree.
What are you getting?
I don't know yet. We haven't gone inside.
Oh, okay. We'll see you when we come out of the store.
Hey everyone, we are back from our shopping adventure and we have gotten all the supplies we will need for our ornaments. First off, we have some feathers that we pulled from the ducks that have been shot in previous videos. So we have this bag, and then I tried to separate some of them out to make them a little easier when we make the ornaments. And then I got all of my ornaments from Dollar Tree. I got 15 ornaments in this one pack of little ones. I got 4 of these bigger ornaments, 2 of the gold and 2 of the red, to try to make it look a little bit more like a duck on the bigger ones than just having the feathers on there. And then I also got 12 of these little clear ornaments to use, and they come in a 2-pack, so you get 2 of them for $1. So I only had to buy 6 to get all 12 of them. And then what we can do is we can either put the feathers on the outside of these, or we can also decorate on the inside and make it like a little make it to where the feathers won't come off as easy if they're on the inside. And then we got some ribbon. So I have some ribbon that has poinsettias on it. I don't know if you can see that, but that, and then some just with some holly on it, and that's what's gonna hold our little ornaments and our clear ornaments that we got up, because the large ones were the only ones that came with like a string attached to it. And then we had to run to Hobby Lobby, and we got a mini hot glue gun to glue the feathers on, and some glue sticks. So for this project, you will need your hot glue gun, some ornaments, some feathers, some glue sticks, and probably some tweezers so that you don't burn your fingers when you're trying to put the feathers on. So let's get started. Hey Stone Posters, so we are ready to start our ornaments. To start off here, I have separated the top of the feather from the bottom, and we're going to use the down and the bottom of the feather to put inside of our clear ornaments, and then we're going to use this brown part around the bottom as a little skirt. So I just take all of this, and when you're making these, don't be afraid to get a little messy because the feathers will go everywhere. So I've just been taking these feathers and shoving them in with my scissors. How full you want it is completely up to you. I'm just using all of the down and bottom of the feathers from the ones I've cut so far to make these ornaments. So right before we started the video to show you guys how to do it, I made a test one just to see, to make sure that we would this would actually work, because I wasn't sure about the plastic and the hot glue. And this is how our first one turned out. I think it's pretty cute. For the top part, we cut the bottom of the feather off. So like the part that's attached to the actual bird, we cut that off. That way you wouldn't have all this fluff and everything around. And now it just looks like a cute little feathered Christmas ornament. So now that we have our ornament all stuffed with our down, it'll look something like this. Looks kind of like there's just a bunch of snow in there. we're going to take our hot glue gun, and you don't need a lot of glue. You just need a little bit on your ornament, because a little bit will go a long way with these feathers. And then you're just going to stick your feather on there just like that. If you don't want to touch it with your hand because the glue gun can get really hot, then I would recommend using like tweezers or just like a little pin or something to poke the feather down to make sure it's stuck good. Since the top of these feathers, even though they're brown, the tops are still kind of like a white clear color, so you definitely are going to need more than one layer on all of them. So I think from 2 ducks, we got this entire bag and an entire container. And I know that this weekend we got another duck, and by taking almost all of the feathers off of that duck, we filled about 3 bags. So you don't need to like have a plethora of ducks or anything to be able to make these. So as we continue on here, I'm just going to be layering them around, and I put them fairly close together just so that you kind of get more coverage and don't have to put as many layers on, because if they cover each other, then you don't need as many. But I'm going to continue to do this, so stay tuned for the finished product, and then we'll move on to some bigger ornaments. Alright guys, so this is how the bottom turned out, as you could see from our little time-lapse video. We decided that it looked a little too plain with just the brown on the bottom, and so we have these little feathers from a mallard head, which is a mallard drake, so it's the green feathers. And we're going to put those around the top up here to make it look more like its head, and then the ring on its neck, and then its body. So stay tuned for that. So we finished up that last ornament, and I'll give you guys a preview of that at the very end. We're going to do one more ornament for this video, and then I'll do another video with the big ornaments, because those are going to take a little longer to get all put together, and I have a special twist that I'm going to put on those. So we're going to make another little one, and we're going to use these feathers this time to give it a little more dimension and add a little something different to it. And then that'll be our last one for this video, so stay tuned for the finished product. So here's our finished product. This is that last little one that we made. As you can see, it's got the different designs on it from the feathers, so that turned out pretty good. This is that one we used the clear ball, and we put the down on the inside. That's what the bottom kind of looks like. The bottom doesn't have to be super pretty, just because you're not really ever going to see it. It's kind of hard to tell, but the little green feathers were a little harder to work with. So there's just like a small layer around the bottom of this top brown and speckled layer. of the green so that when the light hits it just right, it kind of shimmers off. And then of course our first one that we made, which as we continue to make ornaments and as we get more practice, they're gonna look better and better. Thanks for following along and watching as we put these ornaments together. Make sure you like and subscribe Stone Post Fishing and follow Stone Post Fishing on Instagram. Make sure you turn on your notifications. That way you know when not only the boys drop a new video, but when my next crafting video drops. We'll see you next time.